I'm that same old body with the steez. In a baked outfit, got a shark on the hood of my top and an ape on my tee. Been a minute since I linked with the bro, said link up soon, let's talk over tea. These days it's all about flex and talk, but bro, I'm trying to make this pee. I got a text from the bro in Cali telling me sit tight, gonna make me a beat. In a gaff with Irish date, trying to make me a treat. She's trying to talk about rovers, it's over, I'm trying to bag this dream. 2 sets, let me take this call, got to ski real soon, trying to pattern this G. It's been OT nights, bit far from the den, trying to get big checks and the cash flow steep. A couple boys on the block, man, I've been lapping on locals and socials, man's looking all hot. Tell the youth to stay off the violence and make peace, don't worry about. I'm just keeping it real, man, you know my dough, trust me, big words to my pops. In the yard at the ends with the broski, man, you know me, I'm taking. Don't talk like you know my thing when you're around my. I send you to the shops. My bro just came uptown with the latest trends and a few odd cops. In a vintage whip, just gliding, stay sliding in a coupe drop top. Hey, baby girl, I got Tino Tetley. Wait, tell me why you never come check me. You tell me that I'm way too spendy. Wait, babes, I'm just too flexy. I got eyes on my chest, that's Fendi. Get to a high class. I'm still in a tech fleece. My bro got a key, that's a Bentley. Money come nice, get plenty. Got a foreign little baddie in the crew with the face caked up, but you know that's. Took a snap in the E-class crew. Yeah.
A lot of people do say that, like a lot of centers say that they want to make a smaller build. Would you go small and fast or tall and fast?
Well, I go small, because I'd be even faster. I don't even care. I'd be like Muggsy Bogues. I don't care.
There are some small players that are slow.
Yeah. Who?
I don't know.
Yeah, no.
I don't know.
Because they're so close to the ground. Their feet are always touching the ground like this.
What is it like? I don't know. You've been in the NBA for quite a long time now, it feels like. What has your journey?
Now, let's meet the starting lineup for the visiting Detroit Pistons. At one forward, Ron Holland. At the other forward, Asar Thompson. At one guard, Jaden Ivey. The center is Jalen Duren. At the other guard, Cade Cunningham. The head coach of the visiting team is J.B. Bickerstaff. Now, stand up, get loud. It's game time. Let's meet the starting lineup for your Indiana Pacers. At guard, 6'4", number 2, Andrew Nembhard. In the middle, 6'11", number 33, Miles Turner. At forward, Benedict Mathurin. At the other forward, 6'8", Pascal C. 6'5", Tyrese. The head coach is Rick for your Indiana Pacers.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson at the table with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Our reporter is Allie LaForce. A look at the Pistons starting group. Cunningham and Ivey work together as the backcourt. Thompson out there with Holland. And it's Duren in at the center position. And for the Pacers, Halliburton and Nembhard, the 1 and the 2. Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. And it's Mathurin in at the small forward position. And coming down the home stretch of the regular season, Grant, have modern training methods helped players get through it in one piece, you think?
Without a question, B.A. At the same time, it's a keeping up with the Joneses situation. If the guy you're guarding is in top form, that wears you down, too.
Inside. Oh, it's stolen by Siakam. Now the Pacers on the move. Mathurin against Thompson. And here's Siakam for 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
Siakam, that's a developing area, so don't give him a reason to shoot another.
Ivy outside. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Plays like that, so easy for him.
Halliburton with the ball. Last game out, he had 38 points. And then Turner with the dunk.
Too easy for Turner. The defense has to put up more of a fight around the rim.
Cunningham passes to Thompson. Matherin with a rebound. And here's Matherin. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. It's a three-point game. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a fair.
Halliburton, a guy you just continue to see grow game by game. An exceptional talent. A great mind.
Indiana shooting their first free throws here for the night. And the first one at the line is good. And both free throws good for Halliburton. All right, Grant, I have to ask you, has there ever been a more intimidating team than the old bad boy Pistons?
Well, they weren't fancy, but they played hard and they played physical basketball. Every team that faced those Detroit teams knew they were in for a battle.
Yeah, not really much of a flow offensively yet. Only 1 of 4 from the field.
This small advantage is starting to snowball.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
He is ferocious on alley-oops. With his good hands and wingspan, Duran makes for an easy target on the lob.
Now here's Halliburton. Currently scoring almost 32 a game. So valuable on offense. They get it again. Pass to Matherin. The three ball. Down it goes. And a great assist by Halliburton.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Down low. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
A strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Cunningham against Halliburton. Nice shot by Turner.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
Pistons trail by 8. Ivy outside. Back to Cunningham. And he dunks it down.
Cade getting up that time.
The Pacers have gone 5 of 6. They're rolling. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Earlier, I spoke with Rick Carlisle. I asked him what's the key to slowing down Cade Cunningham. Coach said, quote, not letting him get clean looks inside the arc. Cade is a terrific mid-range shooter and a solid finisher inside, so we just have to get a hand in his face on every shot. Limiting his production could be the difference in this game.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. And here's Indiana now, following the score by Detroit. Pass to Turner. Launches a three. That's his third basket in 5 shots. Solid work.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Ivy outside. Cunningham looking it over. Thompson in the post. He's covered by Matherin. Pocket 4. Cunningham.
That's just a tremendous defensive effort from Halliburton.
Toppin, he's checked in for Indiana. Walker comes in for Nembhard. DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Detroit. Sasser comes in for Cunningham. Detroit calls timeout. This their first chance to take a look at Indiana this season.
everyone. Show them some love.
First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. Sasser can't hit. Pacers leading by 7. Pass to Walker. For 3, Matherin. Another 3 for Indiana.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
Well, a lot of importance placed on outside shooting, and tonight you can see why after that kind of quarter exploding from the perimeter.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Now here's Halliburton. He's guarded closely. Walker for 3. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist. Halliburton's got assist number 5 here tonight. Pistons trail by 11. Now here's Sasser. An aggressive player on offense, scoring around 16 a game. Walker against Thompson. Pass to Duren. Clock at 6. And he finishes. That makes him 4 out of 5. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for Indiana. And it's 6-10. Jalen Duren is an incredible athlete for his size.
Yeah, he's got a lot of bounce, which helps him as a rim protector, rebounder, and lob threat. Plus, he's got quick feet, and he's able to guard smaller guys on the perimeter. The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Pass to Sasser. 1:44 left in the first quarter. That shot missing. Walker with some nice D. Here's Indiana. They're on a 12-4 run. Lets it go from deep. And no good. Pistons trail by 12. To the paint. Matherin with a steal. It's a one-on-one situation. Halliburton for 3. Hits the trifecta. Halliburton's got 7.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Sasser outside. Pass to Holland. To the middle. Here's Thompson. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Sarr's not afraid to go physical inside. He is athletic, and he welcomes that contact.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Pacers?
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
There's the block.
Yeah, using his long wingspan, Walker could become a serious defensive menace.
Matherin passes to Nesmith. There's the 3. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist. Halliburton's got 6 assists now in the game. Pistons trail by 18. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. DiVincenzo against Matherin. Outside, DiVincenzo. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Grant. Duren. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just great positioning to get.
The first quarter concludes, and the double-digit lead on the scoreboard. It's the Pacers, up by 16. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment. Position here for the Pacers to be in. What do you guys think?
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
They couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
Pacers leading by 16. setting the floor for the Pistons. We've got Kate Cunningham, Jeremy Grant out there with Ivy. Then it's Duran, and it's Leonard in at the point guard position. Nice shot by Turner. Grant, there's a huge difference between talent on paper versus winning.
You're right, B.A., and it comes down to coaching, chemistry, and sacrifice. But I think the biggest thing is effort. All things being equal, the team that plays the hardest is going to win.
And here's Duran for three. It's rebounded by Indiana. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home. There's Neesmith with a three. Another three for Indiana.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
And the Pistons shooting 44%, a pretty decent clip. Leonard passes to Duran. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul.
And Duran doesn't fear the contact. In fact, he welcomes it when he's trying to score.
It's his first trip to the line.
Line for 2.
The free throw drops for Duran. Holland, he's checked in for the Pistons. That one's no good.
Yeah, as of right now, Jalen Duran kind of seems like a classic big man. He can block, he can rebound, and he really focuses on finding close-range looks.
Now here's Halliburton. He's got 7. Nice shot by Turner.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Cunningham outside. Back to Duran. On the wing, Grant. Cunningham outside. 5 to shoot. Pass to Duran. The rebound by Jackson. Indiana on offense. They're on a 9-1 run, and Neesmith gets it to go.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Detroit calls timeout.
And one thing I've learned through the years is no matter the situation, there are always adjustments you can make.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
And it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is.
And we have a chance to take a look at the teams that are wreaking havoc with their defense this past month. Number 1, the Pacers.
They've been playing great lockdown defense over the past month. They close out on shooters extremely well and do not allow easy looks.
Now here's Cunningham, a proven scorer in this league, averaging just over 25 a game. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, Brian. Well, in today's high-scoring NBA, every position has to be a threat. All-star Donovan Mitchell said, we're getting away from the point guards who are just floor generals. It's passing and scoring that you're starting to see, and your level of scoring allows you to be a better playmaker. Teams have to respect that.
No doubt, Allie. Thank you. The Pistons making a switch here. Sasser's checked in. Back to Ivy. Soft touch off the glass. Ivy's got his second basket of the night.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. Yeah, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Halliburton, the pass to Jackson. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Outside for Halliburton. Takes the 3. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Sasser, the shot's good on the assist by Cunningham. Cunningham's got his 3rd assist of the night.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Now here's Halliburton. 10 points for him. Grant brings a double. Outside Neesmith. This one for 3. And again, it's Indiana with a 3.
Pretty much poor defensive effort there. You have to get a hand in his face when he's spotting up from distance.
Here's Sasser. The Pacers pull it in. This game coming on the heels of their win versus the Cavaliers.
Oh, my. Talk about mental toughness. The crowd was roaring against them. They were able to focus and finish the task at hand.
Impressive to see them on the road just step up and have that kind of offensive performance.
Nembhard, good.
And when you've got your opponent down, you don't want to take your foot off the pedal.
This is what great players try to do. They're not allowing the opposition to gain any kind of hope to try and get back in the game.
Here's Sasser following the bucket by the Pacers. Ivy outside. Pass to Sasser. Here's Holland, defended by Jackson. Grant's shot is off.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
All right, Brent, we hear the phrase 3-and-D. Jeremy Grant is a perfect example of that, though.
Well, Grant's done a good job of trying to find some more confidence in shooting from the arc. He shot over 40% for three in one season. Defensively, he's versatile, he's long. I'd like him to play a little bit more physical, but if that comes along, he's the kind of guy you want to suit up with.
His third shot from downtown this quarter, 4 for the game.
Grant outside. With a three. The long distance three is buried. Cunningham's got 5 points.
And that's Cunningham coming back with the rapid response.
Timeout called, the Pacers. And a new group getting ready for Indiana. Pascal Siakam, he's checked in for Turner. Toppin comes in for Jackson. Walker, he's checked in for Nesmith. And Benedict Mathurin subbed in for Halliburton. Now here's Mathurin. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Cavs in Cleveland. Pass to Walker. Takes a three. Knocks down the long J. He's got 9.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Detroit has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Here's DiVincenzo. He's covered by Mathurin. DiVincenzo driving, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
DiVincenzo has a real nice burst, and that time used it.
Outside Mathurin. Fires the three. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got his 4th rebound in this one. To the inside. Here's Leonard. Goes back up. The rebound by Nembhard.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Back to Mathurin. 3-pointer. Thompson pulls it in.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. DiVincenzo against Mathurin.
Pistons foul. Leonard.
And the Pistons making a change here. Duran's checked in.
Pistons substitution. Duran.
We've got 22 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Now here's Nembhard. Leonard defending. 4 on the clock. Nembhard, the pass to Toppin. Drops in the 3. Toppin's got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pass to Duran. And the dunk by Duran.
He may give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own.
Walker for 3. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Indiana Pacers with an almost surefire victory here. Up 32 at the end of the quarter and dominating. And they've been shooting the lights out from the arc. All those threes have this poised for a blowout. We'll be right back.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports.
So it's Indiana who's out on top at the half. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, what's your viewpoint?
Well, it comes down to confidence. From the opening tip, these guys had that swag. They had the attitude that you can't beat us, we can only beat ourselves.
Shaq, how about what you saw from the Pistons?
And one of the main reasons they're down right now is because of their rebounding problems. They're getting outworked, outclassed.
not bringing the intensity, not willing to get their hands dirty. They're playing like wimps.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan over there.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. One of the stories here, Aaron Nesmith. He's getting it done today.
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
Yeah, he keeps tracking down those spots behind the three-point line and finding some open opportunities.
And Halliburton has got the ball here for the Pacers. Nembhard and Mathurin, they're the wings. Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. And it's Halliburton in at the point. That's the group for Rick Carlisle getting going here in the second half. He drops it from range.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Pass to Ivy. Here's Holland. Here's Thompson. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Turner's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Left side Mathurin. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
And such a powerful player. Mathurin using that athleticism to draw fouls inside.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight. That free throw good for Mathurin. Both free throws good from Mathurin.
And one thing Benedict Mathurin has no shortage of is raw athleticism. Now it's just a question of him honing that physical ability to be an effective pro-level player.
Now here's Cunningham. He's got 5. Cash money from 16 feet away. Cunningham's got 7 points in the game.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Halliburton, the pass to Turner. The offensive rebound. Mathurin, and he banks in the layup. Mathurin's gotten 4 this quarter.
And a good job following the play by Mathurin. Effort like that will always be well rewarded.
Pass to Holland. And he lobs it up top.
You could just see how in sync they were there.
That's what it takes to pull that off. The Pacers have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Halliburton, the pass to Turner. Outside Mathurin. And here's Nembhard. Ivy defends. Let's go with a 3. The rebound by Detroit. Following this game, they host the Magic. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road. He buries it from 3.
And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
And it's Mathurin missing.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
And it was a great chance to finish on the break, and he flubs it.
Completely lost focus. You can't get 2 steps ahead.
The Pistons have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Pass to Cunningham. The 3. Here's Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
You have to put a body on Duren. He's quick, he's athletic, and he has that 7'5" wingspan.
Halliburton looking over the floor. Up top, Siakam. Here's Nembhard. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Siakam. Nembhard's got his second bucket on the night.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Ivy against Mathurin. Ivy's shot is off. Indiana's gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Ivy against Halliburton. Pass to Turner. Puts up a 3. Sinks it again. That's his 7th made field goal in 11 tries.
Man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Now here's Duren. Turner covers. Duren, the pass to Thompson. Ivy outside. Up top, Thompson. He's covered by Matherin. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. Duren's got 4 points this quarter.
He's really carrying the load, but no man can do it all by himself.
Now here's Nembhard. Ivy defends. Nembhard, the pass to Turner. Again, Indiana.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
A moment to hear from Ali LaForce.
A new day. The Spurs' Victor Wembanyama said a few years back it was more of a guards game, but now it's come back to a big men's game. We've got guys all around the league who do a lot of stuff despite being very tall. It's the way the game changes. You just have to adapt. Brian, the gauntlet has been thrown.
And I like it. Good stuff, Ali. Thank you. And it's the Pacers with the ball. Following the score by Detroit. Just 5 on the clock. Halliburton against Duren. Halliburton, good.
Halliburton comfortable from there. Defense has to watch where he gets to on the court, because right there he's dangerous.
Cunningham outside.
Minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
From the arc. The Pistons rebound. Ivy outside. Lets a 3 fly. Indiana with a rebound. Matherin's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Pass to Turner. And here's Siakam for 3. Kept alive. Turner, no good.
We're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
And here's Ivy from deep. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got his 8th rebound here tonight. 1:03 left in the third quarter. Cunningham against Halliburton. Pass to Turner. Here's the 3. Down it goes. And a great assist by Halliburton. Turner's got 11 points in the quarter.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
He's been shooting with great consistency tonight. Love to see that confident play on offense.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. And make no mistake, Cade Cunningham is the engine of this team, Grant.
Man, his vision and playmaking are crucial to the offense. Coach trusts him to make the right reads and set up his teammates. He has cut down on mistakes and is rounding into an elite point guard.
Some changes for Indiana. Toppin, he's checked in for Turner. Walker comes in for Pascal Siakam. And it's Nesmith in for Nembhard. Now here's Matherin. He's got 10. And a slam dunk by Toppin.
And you think Matherin's coming off the pick to shoot? Think again.
Detroit has gone just 1 of 5 from 3-point range here in the third quarter. Pass to Graham. To the paint. Here's Duren. Walker pulls down the board. And it's Indiana's ball. They're on a 15-6 run. There's Nesmith with the 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Nesmith's got 17 points.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
No, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Detroit shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
2 shots.
And he drops the first. He's perfect from the line this time. 5 ticks left in the third quarter. Three-pointer, Halliburton. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's Miles Turner making highlights for the Pacers. Hitting 3 trays in the quarter, providing some sharp shooting. Back after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Even though the position is called shooting guard, passing part of your responsibilities in today's game.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And the Pistons shooting just 42% so far in the game. And on the floor for Detroit here in the 4th. We've got Simone Fontecchio. He's out there with Jeremy Grant. And it's Leonard in at the point guard position. Now here's Leonard. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Halliburton. It's rebounded by Indiana. So many players in the league have their own podcast. Would you have had one during your career, Brent?
I think so, B.A. I think it would have been a lot of fun. I mean, how cool is it to connect to your favorite players or hear stories from guys as the season is going along? Than to have these guys available in your earbuds all day, every day.
And here's Detroit. Halliburton with a steal. Launches it. They get it back. 4-3. The 3 is up. Good. 5 for 9 shooting so far.
And you would think a coach might have talked to his defense about making the adjustment on him, but right now he's just lighting him up.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Fontecchio up top. And he makes it. Fontecchio's got his first points of the night.
And sometimes the simplest play is the best one. DiVincenzo made it.
Here's Mikhailuk. Off the mark there with a 3. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
That's the kind of passing right there.
Nesmith on the wing. Jacks up a 3. Pure from 3-point range. Nesmith's got 20.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
Leonard for 3.
For his teammates.
Leonard passes to Moore. As we know, Brent, experiencing some team drama is not an uncommon experience in the NBA.
Man, B.A., as years went on and playing 7, 8, 9 seasons in the league, you almost started to invite some of that drama into the locker room. It's really a character builder, and it shows you that you care about what it is that you're doing. So the drama are always great lessons for how strong your team is going to be.
Now here's Leonard. Pass to Moore. Now here's Fontecchio to end the run. Indiana with a rebound. Jackson's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Leonard down low. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing and the lead's here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score. And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Right side, Nesmith. Back to Halliburton. And here's Toppin from the arc. Rebound Detroit. Back to Halliburton. From outside the arc. It's rebounded by Moore. Detroit has got nothing to fall from outside the arc here in the 4th. 0 for 4. 3-pointer. The rebound by Nesmith.
There's aggressive, and then there's trying to do too much. His scoreless effort is hurting this team.
Well, Brent, you've won championships, but you've also been on some bad teams. What's that experience like?
Well, B.A., very kind of you to remind me of that, although the therapy has paid off, so I'm doing just fine. When you are experiencing seasons that aren't going as successful as the team would like it to go, there's a point of pride in the game, in the way that you approach it. You can't separate yourself from your teammates. You got to dig in and show that you have the mettle to go out there and still compete.
Here's Halliburton following the score by Detroit. Pass to Neesmith. To the left wing. And here's Toppin from the arc. Outside for Halliburton. Over Leonard. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in. Halliburton's got 10 points here in the second half.
Yeah, this is why so many people are high on Halliburton. Sensational scorer who can dominate the game at times.
Here's Leonard. Pacers with a rebound. Jackson's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Pacers.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And so hard work pays off with their 26th win of the year. And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Tyrese Halliburton.
Gotta respect the leadership he showed today. Made great reads and distributed the ball accordingly.
Toppin outside. 6 on the shot clock. Halliburton, the pass to Neesmith. There's the steal. Halliburton against Leonard. It doesn't go for him. Halliburton with some nice D. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Toppin outside. Count it.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
And here's Neesmith. Inside. Fires for 3. And that one drops.
An impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on. That can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
And so it's the Pacers taking care of business in this one. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Allie LaForce, Brent Barry, Greg
Aye, it's duck season. Only pop out for a reason. Show face if it's then I'm cheesing. If not, get a check by my demon. Yeah. Hey, I'll pop out, you gon' feel my presence. The message real heavy in my press kit. Mind, body, be my soul, how to dress it. No lanes in my corner, we impressive. Hop back if you tryna get active. Duck off in the stool, making magic. My paper running. Addicted to looking good, it's a habit. I'm too cold when you see it, they jacket. No like, no plastic, vibe like in my glass, they classic. I got it in my bag, spin it back fist. Hurt real good, I give it to you, no average. Green light, go, give it to her like yellow, saw red, said no. Keep it going, young Uno. Mommy, hello, make you like jello. Aye, it's duck season. Only pop out for a reason. Show face if it's then I'm cheesing. If not, get a check by my demon. Aye, it's duck season, yeah. Only pop out for a reason. Pop out, show face if it's then I'm cheesing. If not, get a check with my demon. Aye, I make her turn around. Attention on her like an ultrasound. Yeah. I can read what's on her mind, no cap and gown. Yeah. I'm brown and I'm happy when she down. That is not the pop.
And you're still with the same franchise. If you could go back and tell that guy anything or that kid anything, that something that you know now, what would you tell him?
For the Chicago Sky. At point guard, number 22, Courtney Vandersloot. Starting at center, number 10, Camila Cardoso. Starting at small forward, number 23, Ariel Atkins. The other forward position, number 5, Angel Reese. Starting at the other guard, number 7, Kennedy Carter. The head coach of your home team. Once again, your Chicago starters.
Hello and welcome to this 2K Sports presentation of the WNBA.
We'll watch the Connecticut Sun in this one as they go up against the Chicago Sky.
This is Blake Suniga alongside Tim Swartz and Ryan Benefitemi, and we're excited for some 2K hoops.
And the start of a new WNBA season is something we all look forward to, guys.
Yeah, even though we're in the beginning stages of this new season, I really like what I'm seeing so far from some of these teams.
Yeah, the interesting thing is, it's a marathon, not a sprint. It'll be interesting to see if the teams that have gotten off to hot starts, can they maintain that?
Now here's Cloud.
On down low, covered by Cardoso.
And that one's good.
On.
When Shu gets this type of positioning in the paint, good luck. At her size, she's impossible to stop inside.
Now here's Vandersloot. Down low.
Cardoso.
That's good, and so Courtney Vandersloot gets the assist.
Love the awareness from Vandersloot. She usually makes the right read in the pick and roll.
Cloud outside. Pass to Mabry. Here's Hahn. Just 3 to shoot. The three-pointer, no good.
And at 6'7", the strength and size of Camila Cardoso, so tough to handle.
Well, she puts that frame to work, doesn't she? She's a force inside and a very exciting young player.
Now here's Cloud. Pass to Charles.
Hahn with the ball.
Goes up again. And the layup good by Charles.
I admire Charles's business-like approach on the boards. She's relentless about keeping possessions alive.
Now here's Atkins. Out to the wing.
The open shot, Angel Reese.
Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Cloud outside. Pass to Mabry. Jacks up a three. Rebound Chicago. Atkins with it. To the middle. It's stolen by Hahn. Cloud outside. Now here's Mabry. Now Hahn. The three-pointer off the mark. Pass to Reese. Now here's Cardoso. Started by Charles. Yep, counted.
She can time her passes so perfectly. What an assist.
And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Here's Hahn. Drops in the tray.
The big setter, Shu, with the quick trigger.
Chicago trailing here. Now Vandersloot. To the paint. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Yeah, good job working it down low and getting the high percentage look.
And here's Connecticut.
And back in 2023, the Sun traded away former MVP Jonquel Jones.
Yeah, sending her to New York in a blockbuster deal. Despite losing one of the best players in the league, Connecticut went 27-13 last year, got to the WNBA semifinals, and that tells you how good this organization is.
Now here's Carter. Looking for a first basket still in this one.
Back to Cardoso. Rebounded by Mabry.
Pass to Cloud.
Hahn. Reese defending.
The three ball. Chicago with the rebound. Outside Atkins.
That's in. Coming off an assist from Kennedy Carter.
With an unwavering work ethic, Atkins has just about mastered the three ball.
Here's Cloud. Defended by Atkins. To the inside.
On, no good.
Chicago leading. Pass to Carter. Here's Vandersloot. Takes the three. And again, it's the sky from deep. And here's Cloud. They need this. Ooh, no luck on that one. And that does it for the first quarter. It's the Sky. They're up by 7. Stay with us as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And when you consider how the Sky are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Some great defense on their part so far in this one.
They've really worked well as a unit to help on drives and rotations.
Now here's Jefferson.
Out to the wing. Here's Banham.
And she can't extend the lead to double digits. Connecticut trailing. Pass to DeShields. Indoor fall. It's good, and the assist that time from Diamond DeShields.
And the feed courtesy of DeShields. You know, she's really known as a scorer, but Diamond is also solid at moving the basketball.
Now here's Jefferson. Nurse outside. Inside. Here's Onyenwere. The layup off target. On the wing, Diamond DeShields. Defended by Nurse. DeShields can't hit. Here's Chicago now. Leading by 5. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute of play. Pass to Nurse. Lets the 3 fly. And she's good on the 3 ball.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over again.
They might have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
Now here's Allen. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. Now indoor fall. Clock at 4. Parked down low that time and got hit with the 3-second call. So it's both teams making substitutions here. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Jefferson with it. Past Onyenwere. It's Kia Nurse on the wing. And again, it's Chicago with a 3.
You can't just let a player like Kia Nurse get comfortable because she shoots it well on catch and shoots.
DeShields with it. Now Nelson Adota. With the teardrop. It's hauled in by Williams. Here's Chicago now. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. And Tim, talk about an immediate impact. Michaela Onyenwere earning Rookie of the Year honors back in 2021.
Yeah, winning it for the Liberty back in 2021. However, she was traded away before the 23 season when the Liberty were looking for some cap space to build that final super team. But Michaela's done a great job taking that in stride and continuing to play at a high level.
And so it's Chicago with it. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Jefferson with it. She's picked up by DeShields. Now here's Allen. Guarded closely. It's good. The assist that time from Diamond DeShields.
With a strong awareness of her surroundings, DeShields does a good job of setting up her teammates for clean looks.
Now here's Allen. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her.
Assisted by Rebecca Allen.
And here are the Sun. They trail by 11. Pass to Allen. Indoor fall. Here's DeShields. 6 to shoot. Here's Allen. Allen with the rebound. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Hits the three-point bomb.
When Nurse is dialed in, she can easily hit from beyond the arc. She finds her spot and sinks it.
Timeout called the Sun.
Well, the coach needs to get him back into a flow offensively. Things have slowed down. And they're starting kind of to force their shots.
Yeah, things have snowballed on them here. You know, the misses just started piling up. I like this timeout to sort of calm down the team and get reset.
Some changes for Connecticut. Pass to Hahn. To the right side. Charles. Reese defending. Back to Charles. Mabry. Now here's Cloud. 5 on the clock. Shoots over Carter. On. Goes up with it again. She can't get that one. Some solid defense there from Camila Cardoso. To the paint. And stolen by Charles. Nice D from Angel Reese. And shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. To the inside. And she uses the glass on the layup.
That's just great ball movement.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with a purpose. The D has not been able to keep up.
Outside Mabry. Pass to Charles. To halt the run. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Sky out in front, up by 16. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. Welcome back as we begin the second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, but anything can happen. Tia Nurse with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And those threes have been dropping for her. Absolute dead-eye shooting in that first half.
Yeah, I'll say. I mean, this could not have been a more productive day for her for long range.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair through the first 2 quarters, but there is plenty of time to mount a comeback. And here is Vandersloot. Pass to Carter. Back to Vandersloot. On the wing, Kennedy Carter. That's good, and so Courtney Vandersloot gets the assist.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
Yeah, 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed coming from beyond the arc.
Now here's Mabry. She hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Pass to Charles. Cloud with it. Reese on her. And that one's good. On.
Used her strength to get in the post without much fight from the D.
They need to do a better job next time and muscle up on her. I mean, that's just too easy.
Vandersloot with it. She's covered by Cloud. Down low. Reese. And count the basket. She was fouled, and she's going to the line for one more.
At the line for Chicago, Angel Reese. Shooting 1.
And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half underway. Left side, Mabry. Pass to Hahn. That shot off. Here's Reese. And can't cash in from close range. Up top, Cloud. Reese defending. And it's in.
You know, an effective floater is just about unstoppable. Great job by Cloud to drop that one in. Not an easy shot to master.
To the middle. Reese, no good. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Charles, the basket good off the assist from Marina Mabry.
They've had a solid start to the second half offensively, gotten good looks and hit 3 of 4 of them.
Now here's Vandersloot to the inside. Reese gets the bucket.
Part of what makes her so special. She loves to create for others.
Now a timeout called by Connecticut. One of the stories here, Angel Reese getting it done.
She's been attacking the rim with force. They need to deny her the ball in the paint, keep her away from the bucket.
Give them a hand, fans. Your youth dance squad.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. It's Burton. Vandersloot defending. The shot, no good. Outside, Carter. Pass to Atkins. Back to Carter. Atkins, covered by DeShields. Good on the three-point shot.
There's been a huge discrepancy between these teams in their effectiveness from three-point range.
Yeah, it's been pronounced and definitely a big factor to point to in this game.
Here's a door ball.
2 minutes.
Pass to Burton. The three. It's Cardoso with the rebound.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass.
It certainly wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap.
Here's Ariel Atkins outside. And again, it's Chicago with a three.
And it's pretty hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at the stats monitor, there's a stark discrepancy. When you look at the assist column, and you see that difference as far as fluidity in their respective offenses, too.
Pass to Burton. To the paint. Here's Nelson Adota. And the layup's good off the glass.
They worked it in nicely right there.
And these guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assists.
When everybody's involved offensively, it's in a way helping you defensively, too.
Now here's Vandersloot. She's got 6. Here's Atkins. And that comes off the assist by Courtney Vandersloot.
It's just cool to see Atkins have fun playing the game. And I love how she brings great character and personality to her team.
It's Burton. She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Now Williams. Pass to Carter. Now Atkins, covered by DeShields. Shot clock at 6. It's tipped. And a basket by Cardoso.
They've been very sound offensively in the second half.
And there's really no comparison between the teams in terms of the way they've both shot the ball since the break.
And you kind of wonder what was one team talking about in the locker room and what was the other?
Vandersloot with it. And 3 quarters of play in the books. This one's all but over already. Sky out in front, opening a huge gap. And time to step away quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter.
Now, this was some artistry right here. Great decision on where to go with the ball and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way, Tim. It's true team basketball.
It's just so much fun to watch.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter of action starting up in what has been a one-side show. Here's Sheldon. Pass to Hahn. Shoots over Williams. Hahn, no good.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle today.
And control of the boards has given them control of this game.
Here's Banham. Here's Atkins. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it.
And as they continue to dominate, you wonder just how much higher this lead might get.
And it really could get out of hand because their defense has been just as excellent as their offense.
Great overall game.
Now here's Sheldon. Pass to DeShields. Nelson Adota. And here's Parks. Sheldon, defended by Sheldon. Here's Onyenwere. Nice D from Diamond to Shields.
She's a very strong finisher, guys. I'm surprised that she wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Hahn. The shot will not fall.
The shot's just not dropping for her today.
Pass to Onyenwere. Atkins. Inside. Now Banham. From deep. Rebound, Diamond to Shields. Sheldon with it. Down low. The rebound by the Sky. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. And once again off the mark by Chicago. Pass to Hahn. It's good. The assist that time from Diamond to Shields.
What an excellent assist. It really led her to the perfect spot.
Jefferson outside. Out to Atkins. Now here's Jefferson. Defended by Sheldon. And here's Banham. Fires for three. It's hauled in by Parks. For those joining us, fourth quarter here, and we're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And it's the Sky ball. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Out to the left wing. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
3-second violation. Sun ball. Substitution on the court.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth quarter of this one. Outside to Shields.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
The shot from the low post is good.
Attacks contact with confidence. DeShields is pretty much always looking to one-up her opponent.
Now here's Jefferson. Pass to Banham. Clock at 6. Back to Jefferson. Shoots over Cloud. And she hits the jumper for 2.
With the basket.
And Connecticut has possession. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now for this fourth quarter. Sheldon buries the long-range jumper.
I mean, that shot just becomes effortless for her when the defense is so relaxed like that.
Jefferson outside. Williams. Pass to Allen. Takes the 3. Nelson Adota with the rebound. Outside to Shields. Chicago with the rebound. Now Onyenwere. Jefferson. She's covered by Cloud. For 3. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Both teams will make substitutions.
Substitution on the court.
Chicago with the ball. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Allen. From outside the arc. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And they are just killing them with the 3-point shot here in the second half.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. They're fully stretched out there trying to stop the 3 and still haven't been able to do it.
I don't know defensively what they can do different at this point.
Now here's DeShields. Over Nurse. DeShields can't hit. Allen with it. Shoots the 3. Off target with the shot. No problem for Chicago as they get the win. They poured it on tonight. A dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
This game really a defining game for what they can do when they're playing at their best. Being here at home helps, but the execution anywhere was terrific.
So that's going to do it for this one, folks.
On the side, man, I make a buck, why scram? I'm trying to show y'all who the f I am. The Jews is flirting me if I'm hurting. Legend in 2 games like I'm Pee Wee Kirkland. On a block with consistent hits, while Pharrell keep talking this music.